YouTube. Go. The Deming Management Method. I can't remember when this was made. It's an interesting book, primarily because it was free. Went to a store. It says it was published in '86. I was 5. Actually, wow. Anyway, the Deming Management Method. I believe the gentleman's name was Edwards, W. Edwards Deming. He didn't write the book. Mary Walton wrote the book. She was his assistant. I guess Mr. Deming helped the Japanese after World War II. He helped them to streamline quality products. Essentially, he said that there were places in assembly lines where instead of actually demanding the highest quality initial products that they could get to assemble with, a lot of companies were using subpar products to assemble with. And this led to systemic subpar products being sold. And this was something that plagued Japanese manufacturers after World War II. And seemingly the Japanese were striving for excellence, and they knew that this guy, W. Edwards Deming, had a great penchant for persistent, high-quality products. And he had this method that he utilized. I don't even want to talk to you about the method. I think I've already talked too much about the book. But I thought one of the things he said was extremely poignant, and I think it's something I'm actually suffering from. A lot of people come from the place or the disposition that as long as you're doing the very best that you can, that's enough. However, what if you're doing the very best that you can at screwing things up? Really, really think about that. Not even necessarily intentionally, but you don't know what you're doing. And when you don't know what you're doing, the product that you're getting, the end result is subpar, because you don't know what you're doing and you just keep doing it over and over and over again, which I've heard this cliche about that's what insanity was, and Einstein said that insanity was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So I have noticed that I'm a pretty stubborn guy, which is sometimes great because stubbornness has allowed me to come back again and again and again, kind of wearing people down, right? Kind of eventually they're like, fine, just give the guy the job. He just keeps coming back. He won't stop annoying us. But at the same time, that also leads to like, how many times do you really want to get the tar knocked out of you? It reminds me of that scene in Captain America where Captain America is just getting the crap kicked out of him because he told some dude to shut up in a movie theater during the war newsreel, and the guy just keeps hitting him in the face and hitting him in the face, and he's like, I can do this all day. I can do that all day. Like, I can really like get punched and keep coming back and coming back and coming back, but I'm really tired of getting punched, and I'm really tired of doing things the wrong way. Or maybe it's just the perception of things being done the wrong way. I've also seen the cartoon where they say that you typically give up just when you're on the cusp of being successful. Look at my room. I don't feel successful right now. So one of the things that's been kind of bugging me lately is, am I just doing the best I can at the wrong thing. Most of the time when people are in error, they want everything else to change. And I guess I shouldn't even say people, I should say me. I want everything else to change because that's what's going to make things easier. Like, I want to win the lottery. I have no idea how to handle money, right? Could you imagine somebody giving you like $30 million and you don't know what the hell to do with money? Imagine you actually got $30 million and then you lost it. How the hell would you recover from something like that? Your entire life just ruined. Just be outrageous, and it would be a terrible thing. And if you hadn't received that money via hard work, you might be in a lot of trouble. What's really fascinating about that, I was listening to Jordan Peterson talking about drugs. It's crazy. He's talking about psilocybin and MDMA and ayahuasca and LSD. And he was talking about how a lot of people take those drugs because they want to get ahead. It's a huge thing to microdose LSD in Silicon Valley, allegedly. And a lot of really big time CEOs go to Burning Man to have hallucinogenic trips. The point I'm trying to make here is that Peterson was alluding to the fact that people take those kind of drugs in order to make shortcuts into wisdom, and how dangerous it is to have a shortcut into wisdom, primarily because then you haven't paid the price for it. And it's entirely possible that it can become a serious liability. You know, I do have to wonder if that's kind of the process that I'm going through. But I'd really like to know what you guys think, in the sense of, what have you had to do in order to refine your methods and your processes? How do you have to think about problems that you are subjected to or you interact with in order to better comprehend faster ways to do things, more how to produce a more quality product? And what have you had to sacrifice in order to get that understanding? Because isn't it a strange thing that being smart could actually be a deficit? Especially, you know, they talk about like ill-gotten gain. Ill-gotten gain kind of bleeds through your hands, right? I don't want to win $30 million and think that it destroyed my life. I also don't want to be broke the rest of my life and realize that I destroyed my life. What do you guys think? Any advice?